Ready? What do you want to use crypto for? Getting rich. That's it. That's all you care about. Okay. Well, how are you going to get rich? Price chart. Number has to go up. So here's every Bitcoin maximalist. Oh, please, God, government, make everything else illegal so that we can pump, so that we waited from 2017 till 21 we waited 4 years to get our 3x all-time high. A year and a half ago, I told you Bitcoin was going to 10K. Has Bitcoin hit 10K yet? No, it hasn't.
There you go.
It hasn't hit Richard's price target yet. I've been warning everybody to take your coins off of exchanges, off of lending platforms for years. I've been in this business since 2011, first quarter. When I got into Bitcoin, when I started mining Bitcoin, it was 50 cents.
Yeah.
When I bought it, it was $30. Immediately went down to $2. The volatility is the price you pay for the world's best performing asset. Now, it's not the best performer anymore, but if you look back on a long enough time frame, right? Like if you were able to buy it when it was a penny, you were up 690 million% a year and a half ago. But if you bought it 5 years ago, you're down money now. And to get a 3x in crypto, you just need to wait the right month. And when you give your coins to someone else, they're not your coins anymore. You're now an unsecured creditor. Congrats, you'll go last after all the VCs get paid out of the bankruptcy. So, I told everybody not your keys, not your coins for years. I invented a product that specifically solves that problem where you mine your own yield by holding your own keys. Pays on average 39% APY per year, but really it's millions of percent depending on when you bought. Just crazy, right? You're like, how's it possible? Well, it's the same thing Bitcoin did. My coin went up 10,000 fold. Bitcoin went up 69,000 fold. And my coin is free for Bitcoin holders. You can claim it for free. You don't have to be early. I didn't buy Bitcoin at a penny. I bought it at $30. Still went up to 70,000. Ethereum did a 60x. Yeah. Just the last bull cycle. Right. When it went from 88 to 5,000. Bitcoin did a 20x. So Ethereum outpaced Bitcoin threefold. And even when I called the Bitcoin top on the day for free a year and a half ago, that top call has been in profit every single day. Here's what's so great about crypto. I specifically invent the thing that allows you to generate yield holding your own keys and beg everyone not to pick up pennies in front of freight trains and beg everyone to take your keys off of Celsius, take your keys off of BlockFi, take your keys off centralized exchanges. Pointed out what a scumbag FTX was by running a trading company. Who do you think trading company victimizes? The people on the other side of the trade, the retail guys. Front runs you, liquidates you, has a bot that doesn't even liquidate his own positions. They get to you're literally sending checks to the guy liquidating you. And then he's acting like he's going to bail people out. I'm like, this is a wolf in sheep's clothing. This is a guy that tries to get kids into margin trading. People are so stupid. There's only two people that get rich in cryptocurrency, founders and holders. There's a company that called a coin called Luna, which everyone, front page of CoinMarketCap. Has X ever been front page? Only by accident, lol. It went to zero. People tried to short it on the way down. They would get liquidated on scam wicks. Unlike some company lost $20 million shorting a coin that went down 95% 3 times in 2 weeks. It went down 95 and then 95 again and then 95 again. And they still got liquidated for 20 million. And I told people not to do it. If people would just listen to me, you could have sold the top on the day. You could have made a 10,000x. You could have held your own coins and not got screwed by BlockFi, by Gemini, by Celsius. I'm the giving tree of crypto. Why do they all have more followers than me? They're all losers. I have better cars, better stuff. I'm the world's biggest diamond. I got 10 million in watches. I twerk. I do pull tricks. What do you want, people? I can't do you a better solid.
Okay, let's do it.
I have an idea for adoption.
All right.
Why don't we do the world's largest airdrop?
Okay, there you go.
Why don't we airdrop a free coin to absolutely every single holder of any coin on the Ethereum network?
Yeah,
we could give them a free copy. Yes, it is.
Yep. What is that called? What is that called?
Pulse chain. Ready? What do you want to use crypto for? Getting rich. That's it. That's all you care about. Okay. Well, how are you going to get rich? Price chart. Number has to go up. Okay. Here's the Bitcoin Ethereum pair. Now it's making a ascending triangle, like blowout top soon.
Right.
Because the token, Ethereum has lower inflation than Bitcoin. All the stable coins are on Ethereum. All the NFTs are on Ethereum. Hex, the world's first blockchain time deposits on Ethereum. Pulse Chain, the world's largest free airdrop, is a copy of Ethereum. And I mean, look, I left Bitcoin. Seems to be doing fine. Not really, actually. Yeah. It doesn't seem to be doing fine. It's down if you held it for 5 years. Michael Saylor bought the top with leverage. Michael Saylor bought the top with other people's money. I called the top, he bought the top. What an idiot. How do you lose money on the world's best performing asset? How stupid do you have to be? So here's every Bitcoin maximalist. Oh, please, God, government, make everything else illegal so that we can pump, so that we waited from 2017 till 21, we waited 4 years to get our 3x all-time high. We went from 20K to 69K. We have limp wiener, top of the S curve, dying 14-year-old tech pumps, but our dumps are the same size. Our dumps are the same size. Oh, really? Bitcoin went from 69K to 15.5. No, but like Bitcoin dumps as hard as everything else. Bitcoin dropped 75, Ethereum dropped 85, and Hex dropped 95. But Hex went up 1,000,000% in a year and a half. Maybe a retrace is acceptable. And it's still up 500x now. People are like yelling. They're like, oh, it's a Ponzi. You're like, hey, Tesla's down like 70%. Facebook's down like 6%. Like everything's down. It's the bear market, guys. What do you think? You're back to a year and a half ago's price. Everything's back to a year and a half ago's price. Well, except Bitcoin. A year and a half ago, I told you Bitcoin was going to 10K. Has Bitcoin hit 10K yet? No, it hasn't.
There you go.
It hasn't hit Richard's price target yet. And why wouldn't it hit 10K? Right now, Grayscale Bitcoin's half off. You can buy encapsulated Bitcoin from Grayscale for half price. And they own 3% of all the Bitcoin. And as a percentage of total available actual like float, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. So you haven't seen the Bitfinex coins liquidated. $1 billion or $2 billion there. You haven't seen the Silk Road hackers coins liquidated, $1 billion there. You haven't seen the Mt. Gox $1 billion or $2 or $3 coins handed out yet. The Plus token Ponzi coins from China, not even sure what happened with those ones. None of those have been sold yet. So the dream is all those centralized counterparties that you don't really want to make rich, the seized coins that the governments are all holding, let them sell the bottom. Sell the bottom, sell 10K. Cool. Let Saylor get liquidated. Ladies, liquor, and leverage, homie. That's how you lose your stack. By the way, I'll tell you that trading is the worst thing you can do. How did FTX lose all their money? Trading. How did 3 O's Capital lose all their money? Trading. Because they thought they were smarter than me. I didn't lose all my money. I'm doing really good. Really, 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 really good. These guys lost all their money. Grand champion. I mean, it's really just 2017 again, man. Are people overpaying for serial numbers loosely related to JPEGs? Yes, they are. Should they lose all their money? Yes, they should. Are people buying stupid startup ideas with the wrong team, the wrong idea, no product market fit? Like, yep, they sure are. Bitcoin's 85% drops only existed in periods where there was hyperinflationary quantitative easing and zero interest policy. Yeah. So now everything's going down. Cash is getting more expensive, which almost never happens. Money almost never gets more valuable. Almost never. This is one of the few times where you're seeing money get more valuable. Rolexes are going down in price. And as I own $10 million of Rolexes pretty much, I'm sure everyone listening knows exactly what I'm talking about. I'm a genius, but you guys listening, probably retarded. Sorry. So half the stuff I say, you're going to have to Google it. Go Google blockchain composability, okay? It means that one chain can talk to another chain. So for instance, like Pulse Chain, the copy of Ethereum, will be lightly composable against Ethereum by using bridges. So you do your computation on Pulse Chain very cheaply, and then you can bridge over to Ethereum when you need. And then if you don't need, you don't have to. I think the government should be extremely happy that stablecoins exist because they just pump their fiat currency bags. Everyone that's in crypto, that's in a stablecoin, is literally just buying the dollars of some country. Yeah. And then guess what? If you don't like stablecoins and you don't want people putting, I don't know, 40 or 50 billion into your coffers, another country will do it. Yeah. And guess what? You don't have global hegemony. You don't get to choose what other countries do for their central bank digital currencies. And so if a central bank digital currency decides to make a real one instead of a fake one that doesn't have admin keys and lets people actually use it, maybe that'll overtake the dollar as a global hegemon. $11,000 Bitcoin will have been hit.
Okay.
I mean, it will be basically, usually what happens is the Fed pivots. The Fed uses laggy indicators to decide what policy they're going to execute.
All comes in piling
because of the lag, and they will not stop raising interest rates early. They won't, because they tried it once before in the 70s and it didn't work, and then they had to turn it back on and go up to 19%. And
right.
They had to take interest rates to 19%. Right. So, Volcker took it to 19, but his predecessor was the one that did the fake out. I can't remember his name.
Exactly. Yeah. Greenspan.
So.
Yeah.
No.
Greenspan after.
Was far later. No. So
who was the guy before?
The issue is, his name started with an A. Who cares? So the trick here is the Fed has told you as clearly as they possibly can, they're going to keep raising rates to hit their 2% inflation target, period. They've got a dual mandate. Their mandate is 2% inflation.
But he only gave us 75 for next year.
Everyone's already got.
He's only going to give us 75 for next year, but that still is going to hang around a high interest rate, even if you go lethargic on no interest rate changes. That's still. So you're telling me that like 2 days ago he went up 0.5%, but over the next 365 days he's only going to go up 0.75%? I don't believe that. That's what he's saying.
Well, it doesn't fit his goal of hitting a 2% inflation rate. It doesn't. That contradicts the other things that he's saying, which is get ready. He's literally like, get ready for a lot more pain. The markets are going to come down more. So what he's going to do is he's just going to trade your job for lower inflation. Yeah. He's going to put people out of business. He's going to put people out of work. People are going to lose their jobs. I think that starts
coming in Q1 and Q2.
That's going to lower the inflation. Yeah. Yeah. That's going to lower the inflation. Now here's the question for you. How are you going to make a crypto bottom when everyone's out of work? Every other time crypto has bottomed, it's been in a quantitative easing environment. Crypto's never bottomed in a quantitative tightening environment before. Yeah. So now look, crypto will bottom first, in my opinion. But until he pivots, stops raising the rates, and then we get the actual market crash. So usually people think the pivot saves you. Usually, historically, the pivot is then followed by the real crash.
Yeah, it kills you.
And then you get your bottom 6 months, 8 months later, and then you go up. ETH already did an 85% drop. Yeah. So that's not an exciting call anymore, is it? So if it went back down to 880, that's an 85% drop. Yeah. So what's a more exciting call? 600, 400. I mean, technically, it's last cycle it did a 95% drop. It really could do it again. And a 95% drop off of 5K is 250.